It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Dog. I am thankful that you are joining me today as we start a brand new week of episodes here on the channel. I am very, very thankful that you are with us today. It is a Monday, and as in Mondays past, y'all, it is a Metal Monday. However, today's episode is a very personal one for me, and I am eager to lift up our Ukrainian friends in today's episode. Y'all, I am not immune to what is going on in the world. I have seen the escalation, the war, the invasion, and what is going on in Ukraine. And I've been trying to figure out how I personally can be of any help, if that's even possible. And a few folks reached out to me on Twitter over the weekend and kind of solidified in my mind how we can do that. I've been thinking of getting back to music by Jinjer for a long time, and Matt on Twitter tweeted at me and said, hey, to our reactor friends, and tagged a few of us, and said, any support you can give to this band, it would be very much appreciated right about now. And I was already planning to do so. So today's the day, y'all. Let's dive into some music by Jinjer. This is a band that is not only from Ukraine, they are from the Donetsk region of Ukraine. So these people have grown up in a situation and a context and an environment in a world that is entirely different to mine. And so their point of view on war and this conflict is something that I want to lift up and I want to pay attention to. I looked at some music by Jinjer before on the channel, and I didn't even realize until today that it was just over a year ago, and I haven't done any music by them since. And sorry for that, but we are getting back to them now. I looked at Pisces from Jinjer. It was originally posted, my video of theirs was posted on February 24th of last year, and now it's February 28th of this year. So I am hopeful to get back to more Jinjer more than once a year. Especially now with what's going on, and I really feel connected to them and their plight, and I just wanted to lift up some music that they have written and released. The specific song that we're going to look at today, though, y'all, is called Home Back. It is from their album called Macro. It was released in 2019, and this particular song is on the subject of war and conflict. And I found some information about this particular album, this particular track, from braveworlds.com. Here's a couple of little tidbits that they share. With lyrics by vocalist Tatiana, the video for Home Back is not only a testament to Jinjer's creativity and drive to continuously raise the bar musically as a band, but also an audio-visual statement against war and a very personal topic for each band member. Because of where Jinjer originally come from, the Donetsk region of Ukraine, they are no strangers to upheaval and the suffering caused by conflict. And then the bass player, Eugene, says this: war never changes, and it never stops. No matter how much grief, misery, suffering, and pain it brings, there will always be individuals who either reap the benefits or just relish in its power. They will drive others to march and kill in the name of, for the sake of. If we really look closer, nothing. It's really hard for me to embrace how people in the 21st century still believe that there is something to fight for on any battlefield. We all depend on a few major economies in the world and their national currencies. We are all at keystrokes length through the internet, and yet every day people are driven to kill their true brothers and sisters on our one and common land we call Earth. Then 2020 comes along, and there is a glimmer of hope that this might be a turning point, that a common threat will unite all of us, and this might be the beginning of a new era. But no. They still march and kill. Every war is a tragedy and a crime against humanity, in my opinion. No matter what your beliefs or ideologies are, nothing justifies taking homes, health, and lives of innocent children who inevitably suffer in every military conflict. Imagine hundreds of thousands of refugee children around the globe screaming at once, "I want my home back." Powerful words, powerful words. Just this past weekend, there was a statement that Eugene made on social media, and I want to share it with you. It's just a couple of minutes long. This is important. So this is from bass player for Jinjer, Eugene. Here it is.
Hello, the whole world. I'm speaking to you from Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, which is now under the siege of the Russian troops. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Saturday. First of all members of Jinjer who are currently in Kiev are relatively safe and okay as much as it is possible during these dark days. Secondly, we appreciate all our fans worldwide for showing this solidarity with us and our country, for opposing the barbarism of war which was started by Putin here in Ukraine on the 24th of February. I would like to speak to all the people of the civilized world, all our fans, all music fans, all metalheads, worldwide, no matter where you're from, especially if you're from Russia. This war cannot be justified by anything, no matter what propaganda says. No one deserves what we're going through now here in Ukraine. The innocent people of Ukraine are suffering. I'm not talking about politicians. I'm not talking about our government. The innocent people of our country are suffering exactly this moment. All the inhabitants, all the people of Kiev are spending their days and nights in the shelters and basements. Children are spending their days and nights in the shelters. They are scared. They don't have proper food. They don't have enough water. They don't have any comfort. Do they deserve this? I bet no. Please, spread the word about Putin's aggression. Together, we can stop this.
Powerful, powerful words from Eugene. I am happy to be able to have a platform that I can amplify his thoughts and the thoughts of thousands and thousands of fellow Ukrainians during this tumultuous and scary time. So, my friends, let's get to the music, shall we? The music always tends to give us a little bit of a lens to feel through. And so they're talking about war, and let's see what they have to say about it. Here is Home Back. This is the official video, and this official video was filmed in Kiev. And I am very eager to listen to it and to watch it. We've got Tatiana Shmelyuk on vocals, Roman Ibram Kolilov on guitars. I'm trying. Eugene Abdukhanov on bass, and Vladislav Ulasevich on the drums. Okay, y'all, let's do it. Here is Home Back by Jinjer. Here we go. But first, a word from our sponsor, Napalm Records. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. No.
What is this noise? What's that noise? Is
looks quite dystopian, doesn't it? What is this? What is this mess? What's that noise? Is this a death sentence? Terrifying silhouettes rising over the motherland. They're right into it. Are those fireworks? No, it's a military quirk. No, it's a siren screaming. Boy, the music is just full of angst, isn't it? It's just tension. Just intervals that are at odds with each other. Why is this party looking so bizarre? A party? No. W-A-R. There it is. There's 7. The range of their sounds is really, really interesting. To go from that big, just intense growl and just sonic intensity to what they're doing now. Morning greeting of a rooster are replaced with fire in a hole, is what she was just saying there. Our beds are cold as basement floor. This house is not our shelter anymore. Damn. Whoa. These are the words that I had put in bold, y'all. Home is not a building. Home is liberty. A place where memories live. In prosperity and peace. And that's how they choose to put those words forward. I came back home, so I want my home back. Don't you leave us homeless. Wow. Little bit left. People that put it together. And ending credits. Gotta thank the sponsors. Okay. Y'all. I am amazed by Tatiana's, I believe that is her name. Did I get that right? Yes, by Tatiana's ability to vocalize those growls. That type of vocalization does not push my buttons like it used to when I was a little bit more unfamiliar with that type of vocalism. I get it more now. It's a tool, a vocal tool for color. If if all the other people in the band have their instruments and they're able to make their sounds, the vocalist also is playing their instrument, and they have the ability to alter their sounds as needed to match the intensity of the moment. And I understand what that growl is for and why it's there, especially when you go into where they use it. At the very beginning, what is this? What is this mess? What's that noise? Is this a death sentence? It's a, like, what the hell, type of thing. And then it goes into, is this a party? Why is this party looking so bizarre? A party? No, this is war, W-A-R. And they go back into it with fire in a hole. And then that whole last bit, y'all, home is not a building. Home is liberty. A place where memories live in prosperity and peace. And they're going, home is not a building. They're just, it's amazing, the intensity of it. And I just want to be right there with them and validate the feelings, validate their experiences and their unique outlook. As a person who's lived his entire life in the United States, it's one that I try to empathize with as much as I possibly can. Because it's important to me. I have actually had the opportunity to travel to that part of the world. It's been a long time. I was in Lithuania in 1997, just a few years after the fall of the Soviet Union, and I very much remember, after all these years, the sheer humanity of the people there. I so much enjoyed my time in Lithuania, mainly because the people were so darn cool to spend some time with and hang out with. In another trip, I was in Eastern Europe. We ended up some in Hungary and Romania, and we spent some time in Moldova, and we even went to the northern part of Moldova, and we're kind of on the river. Right there, we're across the river, there's Ukraine, and that was in 2000. And I have very fond memories of being in that part of the world. It's a beautiful part of the world with beautiful people. And it just makes my heart hurt to see all of this happening. And, one of the things that we have now in the 21st century is the ability through broadband, through Twitter, through social media. As much as social media can suck, it can also help us see what's going on almost in real time around the world. And in my mind, it's like seeing what's happening there on my social media feed and on the news. It's almost like it's happening here, because what happens there in a globalized world can also happen here. And it makes us immediately empathize. And I think that's where we're finding all of this groundswell of support for war being not on the table anymore. I saw a picture on social media of a person holding up a sign, and it basically said, if Russia stops fighting, there is no war. But if Ukraine stops fighting, there is no Ukraine. And that really symbolized to me the starkness and the danger and just the fact that it shouldn't be happening, should not be happening. And I am heartened by all of the people that you see around the world lifting their voices as they are able in opposition to injustice, to warfare, to all of these atrocities that happen. And in the 21st century going forward, I am hopeful that we are going to no longer tolerate that sort of stuff, no matter where it happens in the world. I have found a few links. If you are someone who has means or would like to contribute or donate to organizations that are on the ground and helping in this situation, we excuse me, have a few links in the description box that you can click on. We've got links to the World Central Kitchen, to UNICEF, Doctors Without Borders, Voices of Children, CARE, the UN Refugee agency, there's going to be a lot of people displaced by this conflict. And we also have a link to the Red Cross. If you are interested in helping out, I encourage you to look into those links and, just keep lifting your voices as much as you are able, and let us lift our spirits and our glass and our thoughts for all of our friends in Ukraine and around the world that, through no fault of their own, are experiencing all of this hardship and injustice at the hands of actors that really are acting irrational. And I know it's a very complicated international thing, and my hope is that our leaders around the world, as well as humanity, can push forward and make an improvement in human relations around the world. So from my mouth, I am hopeful that this conflict will resolve itself soon, and that there is an end to the injustice that is happening. And that is my prayer today. So it's a Metal Monday, y'all. It's a special Metal Monday, and this music can lift up and show us what it's like to be a person in this area and in this area of the world, and what they've grown up with. And they're like, you know what, y'all, we're fed up. No more. And I don't care if it's a Molotov cocktail or if it's weapons or whatever. We're gonna fight because it's a worthy fight. My thoughts are with all of the members of Jinjer who, as far as I know, are still in Kiev, and I'm hopeful that they are able to continue making music and providing some musical commentary for us from their perspective. So thanks everybody for hanging out with me today. This was a very important one for me to record and to publish for all of you. I'm glad to have you here listening and watching along, and thank you. And we'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.